this shared out. There we go. Hey, friend. I wish this had a feature where. Hey, Miss Tammy. I wish it had a feature like Polly, where it could read out loud. How are y'all doing tonight? As y'all can see, we are not at the shop. We're at home doing some plant care. I'm switching some of the off days. And so instead of having the long hours on the weekends and then freaking out on Mondays even more. I see you, Chi-Chi. Decided to go ahead and spend some time with you guys tonight. I am messing with my carnivorous plant. You're in the bed? I knew some of y'all would be, especially the East Coasters. So this one is a pitcher plant, and it actually eats bugs. So, yay! How you doing, Addie? We're actually vibing out at my house tonight, doing some of my weekly plant chores. And right now, I'm about to add a little bit of soil to this carnivorous plant, but I'm showing the pictures. And so carnivorous plants are actually a pretty cool, I don't know, representation, or I don't know. They're how plants have evolved. Okay, natural evolution. There we go. Hey, smiling. And what I mean by that is what had happened was, okay, that there were plants growing in very arid environments, and the soil was not very nutrient rich. And so what they did was adapt, okay? And instead of trying to get their nutrients from the roots, they developed different types of pitchers, or you'll see some that look like a clamp, okay, so that they could get their nutrients from the air. And so the way that this one in particular does that is, I don't know if you guys can see it, inside there's a liquid. The plant naturally makes its own digestive enzymes, okay? And it just sits in the bottom portion of the pitcher, and some of them are very fragrant, as to attract different types of insects. And so they tend to go down in the little pitcher and drown and get all eaten up. Thank you. This is the lemon burn one. Yeah, this is the lemon burn. So I'm actually excited about this one because when I first bought it, it didn't have any pictures on it. So this is a happy baby. You see this one already opened up. And then, let me see. We've got, this one kind of looks like a, anyways. This one hasn't opened up yet. So they'll start off teeny tiny. Let me see. I have a smaller one over here on the end. Let me show. I've got to stabilize this with a little more soil. But this is the little one growing. Let me Okay, and it's got the top is closed, and then it gets a little bit bigger. Top is still closed, but it's starting to get some of that fluid accumulating in the bottom of it. Okay, and then once it's finally mature, it has this little lid that pops up, and you see the lip of the pitcher right there, and then it's full. You can see, there we go. You can see that fluid in the bottom wiggling. So a word to the wise, because these don't grow everywhere, right? And so a lot of times you have to order them. Now, if you order a plant such as a pitcher plant like this, where those juices have fallen out during transport, you're going to want to just squeeze a little bit of, or not squeeze, pour a little bit of water, about one third of the way up the pitcher, okay, just to get it started and to prevent the pitcher from drying out. And so once you do that, it'll eventually, create its own juices again. But yeah, after transport, sometimes we got to give them a little bit of help. But yeah, I love carnivorous plants. They'll catch everything from flies to fungus gnats, okay? But this one, I want to just add a little bit more soil to it, because as you saw, it started getting a little heavy. I didn't have that problem at first because the pitchers weren't on there, but we've got a couple of pitchers here that are, weighing it down to one side. So I just want to add a little bit of soil, and hopefully that'll help it stand up. So I do not have any more stakes at the moment. I may take you guys with me tomorrow to help me find some more. What's everybody up to tonight? I know Miss Tammy says she's in bed. At the beginning, are you almost in bed too? I know you over there on the East Coast. It's almost, 10 o'clock? And where's everybody joining us from? You know what, let me share this out one more place too. Hold on one second, y'all. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Yeah, tell me y'all business. We just vibing out. Zero pressure, chitty chatting. Oh man, I just made a mess on the leaves. And y'all know how I feel about dirty leaves. That means I'm gonna have to wipe them down now, because a dirty leaf cannot properly photosynthesize. So we cannot leave our leaves dirty. You said, I need to go shopping at your home for plants and things. Oh, man. Look, the stuff I be bringing y'all to the shop, like, sometimes it's limited, one of a kind type of things. But usually if I find one and I find a couple other extras with it, I'll grab them for you guys. Y'all know I like to do a lot of antiquing. I will be on the hunt for some more glass for us and some pottery pieces. And if there's anything else specific that y'all would like me to keep an eye out for, I most definitely will. T. Ferg says she is in Maryland. Where is everybody else at? Yeah, I'm gonna need a what's this called? A little stand, a stake for this one. Because those pictures are heavy. It's staying up a little bit better now. Just a little bit. And usually I do a bottom watering, but for this one I wanted to try and stabilize that soil a little bit more so that the plant will stand upright. Oh look, it's gonna end up getting another one. This is how it starts, you guys. They get little trellis looking pieces on the very end, and then they eventually develop into a pitcher if the plant is happy. I'm telling y'all, this is a toxic love thing that I have with tropical plants. Staying out here in Arizona, it's crazy. It's crazy. You said you might want to find us some trips too. Okay, I could do that. Wait till I see my text messages. Oh my gosh. Virginia in the house. Hey. That's what's up. So one thing about the carnivorous plants, let's talk about the feeding of these, because it's a little bit different, right? Let me show you guys how I feed the carnivorous babies. So since they have adapted from arid environments, right, where there was not nutrients in the soil, and they're getting their nutrients in the air, okay, via their pitchers or their little mouths, whatever you want to call them, all right. Instead, we feed them through their mouths, okay. If we were to feed the soil, it's kind of pointless. You'll find that the carnivorous plants have very shallow roots. Sometimes it's like you're like, how is this thing even surviving? But it's surviving by the pitchers, the little mouths, okay, whatever. I had some before that were like long, like a really long pitcher. They died, but they were beautiful while they lasted. But they did not like Arizona at all. And so there's a couple ways that you can feed the carnivorous plants. Let me show you the different options that I like to use. Okay, so one way is to give them freeze-dried mealworms, all right? Usually I'll do like 1 or 2 on a larger size pitcher. Thank you guys, I see 8 of us in here and 8 likes on this video, so I really do appreciate y'all for that. But yeah, if the pitcher's a little larger, I'll do like 1 or 2 in there. Or they also make a carnivorous plant food in a liquid option. You loving your butterfly tea? Yay! So for those who are new to us, who are new to the Woo fam, okay, I'm Mama Woo. I own a metaphysical shop called Naturally You, and we do carry a lot of these products in there, but I just like to have my time outside of the shop to just vibe out with you guys, and not make it all about, always showing things to sell. But if there's something y'all want, feel free to let me know, okay? And so yes, if you hear me referring to a shop, available in the shop, that's what I'm talking about, all right? This here being in my home is like a little extra treat. Do you have this link on the Facebook? I think I have the link tree. I'll have to double check. I think I have the link on there, but I did not share the live to the Facebook page. Yeah, I haven't shared it to the Discord either. So if anybody wants to love me and share it to the Woo Fam Discord. No, the Facebook group does not know I'm on. I probably should. Hold on. Yes, I need to build my watch hours. Yes. And so I should probably go ahead and share that to the thing. I think it's going to pause us here, though. Let me see. Let me see what it does to us. My personal one. So it went to my personal page. That's too much for me to try and mess with it right now. But yes, if you guys don't mind sharing it out via text, via your pages, and any Discords that you're in, we absolutely need watch hours. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Keep that chat moving for me if y'all could. Let's see. There we go. All right, we good. And so the first level of monetization will require 3,000 watch hours on the longs, all right? If I was depending on the shorts, it would need 3 million. Isn't that crazy? And we also need 500 subscribers for that first tier of monetization. For the second tier of monetization, we'll need 1,000 subscribers, okay? Plus 4,000 watch hours on the long videos, or 10 million on the short ones. So we got a lot of work to do for February 1st when the requirements change. Because then you're gonna need like 8,000 instead of the 4,000 for full monetization, plus the 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, February 1st, things are gonna be changing, but everybody who gets monetized prior to February 1st will be grandfathered in under these original requirements that we have right now. And so that's my goal, so that it can be more maintainable, because 8,000 is crazy. So yeah, that's what's going on. We absolutely need. I've seen a creator on 2 platforms at the same time. Is that helpful? Perhaps if they were streaming live, but it would all need to come back to here to be counted for watch hours is the thing. Yeah, the link would need to come to this live in order for it to really count for anything. And I have been posting the live replays, okay? So if you guys miss anything, you're more than welcome to watch those, or just, play them in the background, even on silent as you go about your day. Look, by any means necessary, okay? And a closed mouth don't get fed. So I do appreciate y'all for, asking what it is that is needed to make things happen, because y'all know I don't like doing anything half-assed. Like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, right? So I do appreciate y'all so much. So I literally can't do it by myself. They make sure that we can't do it by ourselves. Let me see here. All right, so here's some of the mealworms, and I'm just gonna put like 2 into the pitcher that's already open, okay? And that is gonna actually help build the health of the rest of the plant, okay? And so, got that little, hold on, you know what? Let me use the bigger ones. Boom, hold on. Let me just grab 2 of them. There we go. We got the 2 little freeze-dried mealworms. I like the freeze-dried ones because they contain the most nutrients, like in comparison to a live mealworm. Okay, they still maintain the majority of their original nutrient count. We're just putting those in the mouth of the pitcher. All right, they're now in there, and just from this one pitcher having food in it, it will help to nourish the rest of the plant. Okay. And these do like very humid environments. So if you're in a dry place like me, make sure that you keep it near a humidifier. Like, I've got a big one going back here. I've got another one on the other side of the house. Oh, ma'am. For the mealworms, for real? You calling Pete on me? That's crazy work. It be your own people. It be your own people. All right. And then I'm going to wipe off the mess I made on these leaves. Once upon a time, I was like, wiping off leaves seems a little extreme, but it's really not. It serves a very functional purpose, and that is to maximize the photosynthesis of the plant. If the leaves are dirty, it's not going to absorb nearly as much water or food as they're capable of absorbing, okay? And that's going to impact the overall health of your plant. So you want to make sure that your leaves stay nice and clean, because keep in mind, plants they never just naturally grew indoors, right? And so we're really just trying to replicate their natural environment. That's the trick to any type of plant care, is replicating its natural growing habitat. Okay, and so that's why with these, since they normally grow in very humid environments, very arid soil, I'm making sure that the soil is arid, okay, and that they stay around some man-made humidity, because that's all I got. Look, that's all I got, y'all. And when it comes to these wipes, I always just use one per plant, just to avoid any accidental transfer of pests or anything like that. Even if I can't see them, like, I may have one that's about to come down with some root rot and it's got some bacteria on there. I don't want to accidentally transfer that to another plant, okay, and cause issues. So I just throw them away after I'm done wiping down a single plant. And in those wipes, we do have these in the shop. These are neem oil plant cleaning wipes. And you get 80 per pack, okay, for only like 17, all right? So they're gonna last you a long time. Let me go get this one put back in its home, in the house, and I'll be right back. Please keep the chat moving. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all, don't judge me on this next one. Some of my plants are still, like, they never got the TLC that they did after we got back from that long visit at the hospital with my son. So I'm getting to them now. This one has some crunchies on there, okay? So I already wiped down my shears. That's what I'm gonna use. That's what I'm gonna use to get rid of all the crunchies off of here. So, and I like to use shears to avoid making a bigger wound on the plant than I need to. Just like humans, whenever you create an open wound on the plant, that makes it more susceptible to infection, okay? And so we want to avoid that as much as possible. Now, if they just fall off, then that's fine. But if you're having to tug a little bit, like, or a lot, go ahead and grab your shears, okay? And we do carry these ergonomic shears in the shop as well. Just take them shears and get the cutting, okay? And it's really important to cut off those leaves that are on their way out, so that they're not just wasting the plant's energy, okay? Let that energy go to the healthy parts of the plant that aren't on their way out. Let them thrive. And I always say we should practice that in real life too. If it's no longer serving us, just like it's no longer serving the plant, cut it off. We cut it off. Just look, I'm gonna show y'all something. 1 second to get these little crunchies off. Gonna show y'all that new growth waiting to come through. Let me see how these are. Go ahead and give that one a snip. This one is so colorful. It adds so much life to the house. I love it. Some of them are hanging because it's just a little thirsty, but I'm only cutting the ones that are truly on their way out. I think I got all of the unhealthy ones. Let me show y'all why I do that. I haven't watered it yet, so it's dry, okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. But y'all see them little babies trying to pop on up? If I've got the plant's energy, its resources going to some of those leaves that are on their way out, that are going to be gone soon anyways, then that's taking away from the ones that are supposed to be there now. Okay? I'm telling you, plants and humans, we have so many similarities. It's crazy. It's crazy. So let me go ahead and, actually, this one will come up. I want to show y'all something else. 'Cause I know a lot of people, look at those happy roots. A lot of people will bring a plant home and take it out of the nursery style pot. Don't do that. Don't do it, okay? What you want to do is leave it in that nursery style pot that has the holes. Those serve a purpose, okay? Think of it like this, okay? They have it growing in the perfect environment where they're going to thrive, right? So if they have it growing in a nursery pot that helps make sure that it's getting everything it needs, why would we take it out of that and put it into something completely different? Okay, it absolutely serves a purpose. So these holes are allowing for excess water to come out of the pot so that you're not introducing root rot so easily to your plant. It also allows air to get to the roots, because your roots not only need water and food, but they do need air, once again, so that root rot doesn't set in, okay? They've got the perfect little ecosystem going on in there, and we don't want to interfere with that. So never, thank y'all so much for keeping that chat going. Never, ever put your plant just straight into a pot or a planter that has no drainage, all right? Keep it in the nursery style planter and then put it in the nice pretty baby, right? And the setup on this one is actually cool because it's got like some excess water in the bottom, all right? And so as y'all saw, it was holding on for dear life, right? Because I hadn't watered in a minute. But look what the roots did. They started coming on through, and they were right down there drinking on that extra water, okay? So everything serves a purpose. Another great thing about the bottom water, let me take that back out, hold on. Let's add a little bit more. Another great thing about bottom watering is that it does leave that top layer to be a little dry and less appealing for pests, okay? So we want the roots to have everything that they need, and the gnats to not have everything that they need. Because look, they out there bumping gnats and trying to lay eggs in your plants. Like, that's a little rude, right? I think so. And you know what? While I'm at it, let me go ahead and give this one a little bit of food. Once again, we're using our leafy plant food just like earlier today. And I love this one because you can use it every time that you water. It's not going to burn your plants. And so, I'll be telling folks, like, I can't use those types that are like, oh, only use this food every 3 weeks or every 6 weeks. I'm like, I can barely remember last week. Like, quit playing with me. I'm definitely not finna remember the last time that I fed some plants. You know what I mean? Not happening. So I need something easy that I can use every single time that's not gonna hurt my plants. As a matter of fact, this helps the leaves grow as big as possible, as vibrant as possible. If your plant is like stunted in growth, okay, you can give it some of this leafy plant food to help it along. He said, "Girl, I bite you." Was that your yarnigator? Look, once we get monetized on here, then y'all can actually send gifts. Then we can have our usual fun like we do on the other platforms. Not the the knockoff yarnigator. That was great. That was so great. Okay, so I put some of the food in there. Hey, chill out. All All right, and so once it gets all the nutrients, all the ones that are kind of hanging are gonna pop right on up and be all nice and lively like the ones hanging up top. All right, we got to get these little droopy babies some water. They're like, oh, I'm parched. All right, those will be good in no time though. I'm about to put them back under their grow light in the kitchen, and I'll be back with another plant. Oh, hold on, I saw a question as I was about to walk away. What is the name of that plant? This one is a caladium. It's a bicolor caladium. That's caladium. Bicolor caladium. All right. So this next one is part of the sad recovery crew. Hey, Papa Wu Main. What's up, my love? All right. So we're pulling off some of the easy ones that don't require any yanking. Okay. Those ones that are just ready to come on out. But I'm grabbing the shears for the ones that are trying to hang on for dear life. This, by the way, is a begonia. That's one of my favorite types of house plants because they come in so many different varieties. But they are very dramatic. Very, very dramatic. And so when they don't get water, they start drying out real fast. These like more humid environments. And so they need to stay by a humidifier if you are in a dry area. As I am out here in Arizona. We have to baby everything out here, y'all. Let's see. We got all that are on their way out. Just a little bit. Let me make sure we got all. This one is nice and such a nice cluster. Look, I got to like dig all up in that to get to everything. There are, I think like 3 different families of begonias, if I remember correctly. But this is the begonia rex type. All right, so even though it was super dry on the top there, it still had that second helping of water on the bottom, and the roots were absolutely going for it. So that's why it's not all the way gone. And look, I see we have 14 people in here. If y'all don't mind hitting that like button, it'd be most appreciated. Right now we're just doing some real chill plant care. We're doing some feeding, some waterings, a little bit of pruning. Okay. Notice I'm breaking out the leafy plant food again, because this can be used on all of your plants where the leaves are the star of the show. Okay. And you can use it every time you water. Not gonna hurt a thing. It has a beneficial fungi in there, plus some calcium, amino acids, and magnesium, okay, that are going to be beneficial for your plant and just help it reach its optimum level of growth. We're gonna add a little extra water in the bottom so more of the plant can get some nutrients. That thing was like, only the strong survive. The ones that didn't get connection to these roots, they're like, we're out of here. No water for us. All right, I think we're good there. Let me see if that one will come off. There we go. All right. And it looks a lot better when we take off the dried up dead pieces. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that, you guys. The texture is insane. Okay. Let's talk about texture. Because there is another tool I have that once upon a time I was like, now come on. What are y'all even doing with a plant brush? But let me show you. Let me show you. Like on the leaves. Okay. And so what if it's dusty? Okay. From being indoors. Then what? Don't rinse it off with water. Just go ahead and use one of these plant brushes. All right. And dust those leaves on off. And the wipes are cool, but sometimes when they're very textured like this, the wipes can't get into all the nooks and crannies. Okay. So if you're noticing that they're dusty to the point of just needing a little more TLC, go ahead and break out your brush. This one here is from Southside. Okay. We don't have these in the shop at the moment, but I should get some. I do have them on my affiliate page on TT. It's on the Mama Woo page. But I need to get these shop in the actual naturally used shop. Oop, that's the one ready to come off. Look at that. Let's see, we have some more new friends in here today. Where's everybody joining us from? New friends. We got Maryland in the house already. We got Virginia in the house. Look, I'm located in Arizona, so we absolutely have Arizona in the house. Where's everybody else from? Or are y'all just quiet? Quiet, watching. It's okay. We're friendly. Come in here and chitty chat with us. So, a lot of times you'll find me in my storefront, which is called Naturally You, where we do shoppable lives. We talk about different spiritual products from a multifaceted perspective because our health, okay? We talk about overall health, so spiritual health, your physical health, all right, your mental health. So we've got things like crystals. DMV representing tonight. Hey! We've got crystals, we have tea, we have herbal bundles for burning, gemstone jewelry, okay, lots of different books, authentic tarot and oracle decks, okay? So if you are not already subscribed to our channel, this is definitely a place you want to be, all right? Tonight's an extra treat. I just like to hang out with our family, okay? Several of us that are in here already, we've traveled with each other between multiple platforms, okay? And that's because we formed like true bonds. It's not a thing where, oh, you're off of this certain platform, so, to hell with you. No, we are like legit family on here. And so we stick together and do our thing, okay? We grow together. And I don't even call anybody in here my ride or die because we ain't nothing dying, okay? We riding, period. Period. Yes, Miss Tammy said yes. All right, so if you don't already have your brush, look, even if you have, even if you have just an extra makeup brush sitting around that you don't use, just a little trick, okay? Just saying. All right, so let me put this back. Once again, this is a Rex type of begonia. This one in particular is called a Shadow King. I showed one of my larger black magics earlier when I was taking care of the first batch. But check out this one too. This is another type of begonia. This is the black magic. Look how those leaves are. Those are so dope. And let's see. Okay, it feels a little dry. And I am going to actually, it's going to be that I've got this little piece of a plant that I just stuck in the top so that it could get in and grow out. Okay. And so the roots are like towards the top of this here. So I need to get to those roots. And the other reason that I'm okay with top watering this plant, I did this on purpose, is that I put some of the root potting mix. Let me show it to you guys. I have some of the ropey root potting mix in there on the top. And so it has a lot of, let me see, it has cocoa peat, coconut chips, lava rocks, perlite, activated biochar, and cinnamon. Okay. And it can be used several ways. It can be used by itself as the full planting medium, or you can mix it in with some of your existing. It's lagging. Is it lagging for everybody? You can mix it in with some of your existing soil, or you can do like I did and just put some on the top, okay? And that top layer will also serve as a deterrent for pests because they won't be able to get to that moist soil, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and just give a little watering so it can reach the little baby roots up here. But as it gets bigger, I'll go ahead and water it like I do the majority of my plants with the that bottom watering style. You're lagging as well? I'm not sure why. Because I think my internet is okay. Let me see. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up. I only have one. Oh, I'm going to 2 bars. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up. All right, well, I'll be back and we'll try and see if it gets a little bit better, okay? Now, give me 1 second. All right, we are back. Am I still lagging for you guys, or are we good? I don't want to continue if you guys can't hear me. We honestly may have too many things running on the internet here right now because all the kids are home. Fam, call it a night. Wishing you a very restful sleep. Good night, Miss Tammy. Good night. Miss Tammy hung for about 45 minutes. She was in bed when we started. All right, are we good now? For everybody who's still here? And if you haven't already, please make sure you like this video and subscribe to our page. All right, we are on the road to monetization. So we're working on getting to our first 500 subscribers right now. Super excited. Okay, are we back on? Are we good? No more lagging? Y'all let me know. So this plant that I have in front of me is a snake plant. Okay, and these are very spiritually significant. They're very protective. Okay. And so you may notice that a lot of are in spaces of the home that they feel require a little extra protection for whatever reason. Another cool little trick with these um, is that they can be used in spiritual work to stop slander. All right. So if somebody's slandering your name, dragging it through the mud, there is absolutely work that can be done using the leaves of this plant to get them to shut it on up. Yep, but otherwise, just putting them there near the entrance of your home serves as a nice little first line of defense, protection of the home. Just getting some of this Arizona dust off of this here. Welcome back, beginning. Am I still lagging for you? I think we're going in and out. I may have to stop for the night because I think we may have too many things running on the internet right now with everybody being home. Still? All right. Well, then I won't continue because that's no fun if you guys can't see me and hear me in real time on a live. All right. So we'll go ahead and call it a night. I do thank y'all for vibing out with me. I'm going to go ahead and I'll be back in the morning. Okay? I'll be back in the morning when everybody's at school and not on all their devices using up all the internet. Okay? So let me grab the bell so we can close out proper like usual. All right. Thank you all for joining me once again today as we tended to some of our lovely planty babies. All right. We will be back in the morning. Love y'all and y'all stay blessed. Have a great night.